Today's question is, how do I find my true love? How do I find my true love? All right, let's see. Greetings, welcome, thank you for bringing another question. And let's continue with yesterday's session and try to be rapid in the delivery and see if there can be maintained a flow similar to yesterday, such that you can provide more wisdom in a short amount of time, so it is compressed. So the question: how do I find my true love? We would say it's not a matter of finding your true love, but of attracting your true love. And so always that issue here is your vibration, because it is your vibration that is going to attract another person that has a vibration which is resonant with your own. And so if you want to attract your true love, and by true love we take that to mean somebody who is so compatible with you that the relationship you would have with them would be steeped in love, caring, friendship, and stillness, peace, tranquility, smoothness. Somebody that you could be with for the rest of your life, or for a long period of your life, and that time that you would be together would be highly satisfying because it would be steeped in those characteristics: love, caring, friendship, and peacefulness. And so if you wish to attract that person into your life, then it is your vibration which will determine if that is going to occur. If you wish to attract through vibration because you understand the concept, then it is not a matter of manipulating your vibration such that you think you are holding a shape which is going to be attracting that true love. Because if you do this, then you are cheating the person that comes into your life, because once they arrive and they become part of your life and they integrate into a relationship with you, and then you relax and allow yourself to be the uncontorted version of yourself, where you then let it all out, and you are not the person that you led them to believe that you are, because you were contorting yourself in a way such that you appeared to be the person you thought that you would need to be to attract that type of person into your life, then that has been unethical. It has been inauthentic. It has been dishonest. This is not a condemnation. It's a very typical pattern on your planet, because most people assume that they are not worthy enough to attract the type of person that is their true love, and so they be someone else. And then it is afterwards they relax back to themselves, and the truth is revealed, and problems begin. And the person that you attract into your life is most likely operating on a very similar pattern. So to be the self, in the truest sense, to reflect your essence to the world, is a much more capable and effective way to attract your true love. Because then you will attract somebody who is genuinely resonant with your vibration. And if you are the true self, the true essence, if you are reflective of the higher self, the infinite, invulnerable, immortal, unique, individuation of the infinite love of the One, then you will attract somebody who is highly resonant with that, and the likelihood of you having a true love experience is greatly increased. So just being the self, the highest self, in your presence is the most effective way to attract the true love. So the issue here is to discover the self, to know thyself, to be able to authentically stream yourself as presence spontaneously into every moment. Because the true essence of who you are is an individuation of the infinite love of the One. And so it is, in a very real way, perfection. It is not lacking in any way. It is complete, it is worthy, it has value. You are so worthy that you have been granted existence by the One. And the One did not only give you existence, the One gave itself to you as you, because you are an individuation of the One. So the One deemed you so worthy, it gave you itself such that you exist. This is the true reflection of your worthiness. So you are worthy beyond worthy. You are worthy in the most accurate sense of that word. And so you do not need to be something other than that which you are. Instead, realize that which you are in the physical experience. So disidentify with the mind, body, personality, and allow the true essence of who you are to be more present in your presence. So a journey inward to discover who you are is the path that leads to many destinations, including discovering your true love. So, who are you? Have curiosity about that. Have a passion to know thyself. And then apply that as investigation. Apply that as ritualized habits which incrementally reveal yourself to yourself incrementally over time. So you become more of who you really are. And as you become more of who you really are, which is an individuation of the infinite love of the One, an individuation of the perfect Creator, then your vibration will become more clarified in that regard, and you will attract into your life people who have a similar vibration, and then also are likely to be attracted to you in a partner sense, such that you could form a relationship. How do you become more of who you actually are? How do you increase your realization that you are an individuation of the infinite love of the One, that you are an individuation of the perfection of creation? The easiest way to do that is to shift your perspective such that you are the higher self, aware of itself in the physical experience. And this is how it's done. Find a place which is peaceful, sit in a way which is comfortable, and then close your eyes and allow yourself to become relaxed and the mind to still. And when the mind has stilled, be aware that you are still there. Even though the mind does not speak, you are still aware that you are there, that you are a presence. And that presence, that awareness, is your higher self. Your higher self is what you are aware of when the mind is still, when the mind is quiet. And then by continuing this practice, which I'm sure you have realized is meditation, you will incrementally increase your capacity to be present within the self, the physical self, as the higher self. In a sense, you will be drawing the higher self down, such that you can flow like a real-time streaming download, emanating spontaneously from the body as your presence. And that emanation is synonymous with your vibration. So your vibration, your energy signature, will be reflective of the perfection of the highest self to an increasing degree the more that you do this practice. So it is worth it to you to habitualize this practice. Meditate regularly. Because as you become more reflective of the infinite higher self in the physical experience, then your emanation, your vibration, your energy signature, your presence, which is spontaneously emanating into every moment, will begin to reflect back to you in your life many positive manifestations, including attracting to you your true love. And so if you combine this practice with the intention that you wish to attract your true love, you will have a fortification of the process and increasing your likelihood of attracting the person that you want. So determine who it is that you want. Decide what type of relationship that you would like to experience. How would you like that relationship to look like? At all times of the day, in all situations. What would you like it to be? Look at the relationships you've had in the past, the difficulties in those relationships, and reflect to yourself through your visualization in those difficult times, how would it have been better for you? What would have been the better scenario? Imagine that, visualize that, and then allow yourself to, with intention, holding the vibration of the higher self, to broadcast into your reality the scenario of the true love, such that you create a geometry which is highly clarified, and then the one that is your true love will be able to recognize your geometry, recognize the high degree of match with their own geometry, and resonance will be formed between you, and there will be a sense of this feels right for both of you. And when you are with this person, they have come into your life, your capacity to be authentic, your capacity to be truly the self and be reflective of the infinite love of the higher self will be strongly present in them also, because they have found resonance with you and you have found resonance with them. if there is resonance in both ways and you are being authentically yourself, emanating a true reflection of the infinite love and perfection of the higher self through the human body into the moment, and they have come to you, then it is most likely then they also have this same quality. If you see in them and you are able to maintain the clarity of the higher self, and you feel in them also an attraction for them, then we would say that they are very similar in their capacity to be authentically the highest self, emanating spontaneously into the moment. And while they may not have awareness, they are doing it to enough of a degree where you feel you are attracted to them. And if you have become more of a master of your ability to be spontaneously in the moment, emanating the highest self, download streaming without any diversion for curation in the mind, then they will become your student in a way, and you will become their mentor in a way, such that your ability to be authentically the self, downloading in real time the higher self, infinite love, individuation of the one, and they will learn from you, and their capacity to do that will increase, and so your bonding will become stronger. And with the concept of the true love, it's important to understand that everything changes. One of the laws of the universe, of creation, a universal truth, is that all things change. And so while the true love may be the true love today, tomorrow, and into the future, they may not be the true love forever. They may not be with you forever. So realize that it is enjoying the moment now. It is not a worrying about the future. While it is right, if you both are intuitive, if you both are reflective of the higher self, and you both live spontaneously in the moment, then both of you will understand that when it is right to be together, you will be together, and when it is not right to be together anymore, you will not be together anymore. And that is life. Change happens. And so it is not a matter of resisting what is, but is allowing what is. And by having this set point, this mentality, you're actually going to increase the likelihood that you'll be together for a longer period, because you won't be putting into your creative field the fear that one day this will end, because you are cognizant that all things change, and so one day it may end or it may not, but it is not something that you're clinging to. It's not something that you're hanging on to. It's not something that is a fear which is on your horizon and always at the back of your mind, creating the likelihood that that will occur, because you are in a state of allowance, you're in a state of non-resistance, you're in a state of acceptance, and therefore what is. And then with greater predictability, you will continue to be with this person for as long as it feels good and right for you and for them. So in summary, we would say, attracting the true love is not about the other person, but entirely about the self. Is entirely about being the self in the truest form that you can be. It is about being more of who you actually are, because who you actually are is an individuation of the infinite love and perfection of the one. And so when you allow yourself to be as much of that as you can be in the physical experience, then with greater clarity and purity, you will attract somebody into your life that is highly resonant with that part of you. And so being highly resonant with that part of you means that they will be reflecting into the world also a high degree of understanding and recognition and realization of their own infinite love and perfection as an individuation of the one. So Trust that you are enough because you are, and allow the world to see who you truly are by being spontaneously present in the moment, every moment, without interfering with the download of the higher self, with over mentality, overthinking, such that you begin to curate the real-time streaming of the higher self with the mind. Because that is the interference of the mind, that is the filtering of the true essence of yourself through neuroses, which exists in the mind, which exists in the conceptualization of who you are, not in who you really are. Because you really are the higher self. You are not the mind, the body, the personality. These are just temporary part of the apparatus which has been given to you, such that the true essence, higher self of who you truly are can integrate into physicality, such that you can have a 3D physical experience. We hope this is helpful. We hope you find your true love, and we hope that you have a wonderful life, regardless of how it looks, and that you are blessed in every moment through your own recognition to be alive in a body that is healthy and in a heart that is loving and joyful. Thank you.